Friday, January 15th. This is my first official vlog, and the reason why I'm doing this is because my son and his wife had made a year commitment to do a video log, and it was a way to keep in touch and keep the family updated, her family being in Norway and us being in the Bay Area and they're in Los Angeles. And when I was watching his vlogs, I was very inspired by it, and I loved it because although he's only in Los Angeles, we don't get to see him often, and my heart really yearns for that. So I thought I'd like to do this too as a way to keep in touch. And then I thought, how awesome. It's a way to make a personal journal, you know, because I like to journal and I write it and stuff, but it's even quicker to do it. And I'm much better at writing than I am at actually speaking out loud, so this is a way for me to fine-tune my auditory skills. I don't know exactly what format I'm going to use. I did look on YouTube to see what other people are doing. I'm going to do a diary type entry, do little daily vlogs of what activities I might be involved in that day, maybe some long-term goals, share with you guys some upcoming events, and discuss things. So basically, this is my first entry. I wanted to get this one under my belt, just to let you know a couple things about me. I am living in the Bay Area now, and it's myself, my husband, and our youngest son, Benjamin, who has his own channel, The World According to Ben. His channel's a little more fictitious and adventurous. But anyways, and you'll see in the days to come my challenges in raising Ben and helping being his advocate and promoting him and being challenged by the special education system. And also, I just recently started back to school. I'm going to Bible college. I'll have a 2-year degree on that by the time I'm done. You'll see me accomplishing my action list. And what my action list basically is that I have long-term goals, short-term goals. My action list changes daily. And basically, it's the things I need to do to accomplish those things. So, you'll see me doing a lot of activities on that action list. My heart this year is to diligently seek after God, and this is the year of the breakthrough, and I'm looking for breakthrough in many areas in my life. For me personally, I know the path that God set before me, but there's things that are going on within the context of my family that I'm believing God for, and I believe this is the year for those things to happen. This is just a way of me documenting and remembering how good God is, and never forgetting the small little miracles that happen on a daily basis. You know, basically at this point in my life, it's 2010. I'm 45 years old. I've experienced enough of life to know what should have priority for me, what's important to focus on, and that's relationships. Primarily being my relationship with God, then my relationship with my wonderful, loving husband, and my relationship with my children. So, just to let you guys know, talking about things that are going on with me, first couple weeks in December, I had broken my foot. I don't have any great story to tell. I can't tell you I was skiing on the Alps in Switzerland or that I was doing anything and dropped anything on it. I was simply walking, and when I stepped on my foot, it popped. I had the most excruciating pain I've ever had in my life, with the exception of labor, and I pulled my foot up, set it back down, couldn't walk on it, and at the time I was bringing groceries in, so my youngest son, told me to get off of it. So by the time I got done bringing the groceries in, I took off my boot, and the whole thing was swollen and purple. So I had my husband take me to the emergency room, and sure enough, it was broken. They wanted to cast me. So I don't know when the last time any of you've gotten a cast, or if you've gotten a cast, but it's not the old school way. They don't do plaster anymore. They do what's called an air cast, and I'm going to show that to you. A lot just for your foot, but the whole thing, I have a cast up to here, and it's definitely, if you can see, it's definitely like a ski boot. So when you walk in it, you feel like you're in a ski boot. I feel like I'm in crutches. This thing right here, it pumps the cast up. You can hear it's air. So that's why it's called an air cast. Pump it back up. It's like the Air Jordan shoes that used to pump up. It really does. But anyways, so if you see me hobbling around in these videos, it's because I have this cast on. I have to have it on for a total of 8 weeks. Just in case you're wondering, my bone density is fine. It was just what they call a stress break. In other words, you step on your foot just right. So, I'd like to say I'm not going to do it again, but I was just walking. I have to walk all the time, so I guess if you can break your foot walking, I might have the propensity to do this again. The other thing is we've been doing a fast in our house, you know, the first fruit of the year, setting our goals, believing God for breakthroughs this year. So the first month of the year, my husband and I have been doing a fast. Subscribe, comment. We are in a competition. Me, my 2 sons, whoever gets the first 1,000 subscriptions wins. We haven't decided what we win yet, but I think for 1,000 subscriptions, we should make it a great prize. So I just appreciate your encouragement, support, honesty, feedback, prayers, thoughts, and most importantly, subscribe. Okay. So I think that I'm going to close out my vlog for the day. You guys know what's going on with me. You know some of my goals for this year. You know what my intentions are. You know I broke my foot, and you know I'm fasting. It was a lot to cover on my first day out, but thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.